People who fell in love with their therapist. What happened? My junior year of college, some drunk driver plowed into me while I was crossing the street, and when I woke up in the hospital 3 days later, I was unable to feel anything below my waist. The doctors said I was lucky to be alive, but all I could think about was how I'd never walk again. They assigned me to this therapist named Kendall for my rehabilitation. She was maybe 5 years older than me, with these brown eyes that crinkled when she smiled and hands that were always warm. The first session, I couldn't even look at her. Here I was, this 20-year-old guy who couldn't control basic functions anymore, and she had to help me with exercises that made me feel like a baby learning to move. I spent that whole first month angry and embarrassed. Every time she'd help me transfer from my wheelchair or adjust my legs during stretches, I wanted to disappear. But Kendall never made it weird. She'd talk about random stuff while we worked, like her terrible cooking attempts, or how her cat knocked over her coffee that morning. She made me laugh when I thought I'd forgotten how. After 3 months, something shifted. I started looking forward to our sessions, not just because I was getting stronger, but because talking to Kendall was the best part of my week. She actually listened when I talked about missing basketball or being scared about dating again. She never gave me that pity look everyone else did. She just treated me like a normal person who happened to be dealing with some heavy stuff. By month 6, I knew I was in trouble. I'd catch myself staring at her while she explained exercises. I memorized the way she tucked her hair behind her ear when she was concentrating. I started wearing cologne to our sessions like an idiot. When she mentioned going on a bad date, I felt this surge of jealousy that knocked the wind out of me. The feelings kept getting stronger. I'd lie awake at night replaying our conversations. I started writing her letters I'd never send. I even looked up her favorite band and listened to all their albums just to have something to talk about. It was pathetic, but I couldn't stop myself. After a year of this torture, I finally cracked. We were doing our usual end-of-session chat, and she asked if I was okay because I seemed distracted lately. The words just tumbled out. I told her I'd fallen in love with her, that I knew it was inappropriate, but I couldn't keep pretending, that she was the only person who made me feel like myself again after the accident. Kendall got really quiet. She set down her clipboard and looked at me with this sad smile. "That's actually really common," she said gently. "It happens all the time. When someone listens to you and helps you through trauma, your brain can confuse gratitude with romantic feelings, especially for men who aren't used to emotional vulnerability. These feelings will pass."